Hello everyone, welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, and helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So it's going to be your monthly Tarotscope readings for the month of December 2021. And you're going to want to watch two videos. You're going to want to watch one for your North Node by sign and one for your North Node by house. For those new to the channel, the reason that I use the North Node as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant sign is that I find it's much more relevant to your actual life path, because it's recognized in both Western and Eastern Vedic astrology that the North Node is your path forward, the path that you were born to master and the path that you were born to take in this lifetime. So let's get started. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope readings for everybody with their North Node in Aries and or the first house. And it's for December 2021. I'm going to connect to the energies and we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so the spread over here represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th, and then this side over here, it represents the 16th of the month to the end of the month. Okay, so really transformative, powerful month this month, especially because we have this total solar eclipse on December 4th in Sagittarius, so a lot of the North Nodes are seeing like real huge transformational things. What I'm seeing for you, North Nodes in Aries, and or the first house, is I'm seeing first and foremost an energy of action and inaction. And what's going to come up is this month, overall, you could be having thoughts of when things didn't work out in a job, a relationship, a friendship, a family relationship, whatever it is. What you're going to be finding out is that there was either a lack of action on your part or their part, or an action that was taken on your part or their part. But particularly what I'm seeing is a lot of you are going to realize that it's really this inaction thing that it keeps coming to me, okay? Where, there's an old saying, they who hesitate are lost. It's an old saying, they who hesitate lost. And what that is that has to do with indecision. Sometimes it's better to take action, a quick action, even if it's not perfect, than taking no action at all. And I think a lot of you that's what's kind of coming into play this month. Because with your South Node in Libra and or the 7th house, it's like, it's not that you don't want to take action. It's like you can't decide which way to go, because it's like you're weighing out the scales of, well, if I do this, this and this and this could happen. If I do that, that and that and that could happen, and so and it's like this indecision. Whereas with your North Node in Aries or the first house, it's like just do it, baby. You know what I mean? Like, just take that action, okay? And what's coming up for you this first half of the month is what you're going to have some opportunities this month, but in this first half of the month, where you are going to be given the opportunity to take action on something. Now, your initial response to that could be like, oh, I don't know, let me think about it, huh? And you might go into that whole, like, that South Node Libra 7th house thing, like, I don't know, and you're sitting there weighing it out. But that's where that old saying, like, he who hesitates lost, is lost sometimes, okay? What you want to do is take action, but sometimes all you have to do is take the first action. See, that's the first step. You don't have to fully commit. You just take a step or 2 or 3 steps forward into an action. You don't have to, it's not a matter of you necessarily have to fully commit, but you could take the initial steps. And I think that's what you're going to see. So there's going to be an opportunity for you to take action. Take the first 3 steps. Now, how do you know if it's right? Here's the thing. Remember, your superpower is in your South Node by sign and house. If you have a South Node in Libra and or the 7th house, it is ruled by the planet Venus, okay? The planet of emotions, the planet of the heart. Your intuition and your emotions will tell you the answer, not your mind. Remember, your South Node in Libra or the 7th house, okay, that's an air sign. That's intellect. You're not going to figure out your life with your mind. You're going to figure out your life with your emotions, okay? So that's how you figure that. There's an opportunity to take action. Instead of getting freaked out, you say, okay, this hasn't worked for me in the past by hesitating. I'm going to take the first few steps and then go into it with your heart and say, what is it I need to do to move forward? Now, I do see for a lot of you, you've got 7 of Cups here and you've got 9 of Swords. I do see for a lot of you, this is going to be a really, really difficult situation. Or, I shouldn't say that, a difficult decision. And it's going to be hard for you to decide. And it could cause a lot of you to be kind of really stressed, like you really can't make up your mind. Again, the key is look into your heart and what does your true heart say? And it's so hard sometimes because we've got these 2 polarities within us. We've got our minds and our intellect, and we've got our hearts and intuition. And usually, very rarely people are balanced. Usually people are heavy on one side or the other. It's always good to strive for balance. But usually both of these polarities are barking at us like, hey, no, do this, do that. Oh no, do this, do that. Both of them on both sides. and we usually end up listening to one side or the other. What I want you to do is I want you to truly listen to your heart and intuition. That's going to be your guide in what action to take or not take. Now, getting on to the second half of the month, what do I see here? I see like what's coming up is there is going to be a situation of an authority figure in your life. And this is where the decision could come from. And what I mean by the authority, it's someone of importance in your life. It could be, a relationship, a family member, even a work boss, or even like in like a business, or even a governmental, entity that's going to be part of this. And this is like the second opportunity for this month for you to kind of make a decision, okay? And I'm seeing like in this second half, okay, this is the second half. There are times when you don't want to act rashly. And so I feel like the second half of the month, if you've navigated the first half, when you go into the second half of the month, just be careful about acting actually too rashly and too quickly on something. Hold back. And again, you have the Page of Cups here, Ace of Cups here. Excuse me. You're going to want to go into your heart. And what you're going to find is both of these are tests to see kind of where you're at. Because the tendency is, you might see this second half of the month, your mind might tell you it's an opportunity to go forward. But when you look at it with your heart, you're going to go, I'm not feeling this. And you're going to be able to not be troubled or bothered or hampered with feeling like, oh, should I do it or should I not do it? Okay. You're going to feel like the second half of the month, if you go into your heart, you're going to be decisive. No, I know this really doesn't look right to me. And your mind might say, are you crazy? Like, come on, this is like, you should go for this, whatever it is. I mean, it could be, some sort of an offer that comes in or something. It's going to be something on different levels. It could be in your personal life and business. I don't know. It's going to be different for each of you. But it's definitely going to be a test, like a decision test. That's what this is. The first half of the month, second half of the month are like a couple of decisions and a couple of decisions. And the decisions that come up always go into your heart. Learn, and then that's the whole thing when the whole thing I said in the beginning of the reading, where it's like this action or inaction. It's like learning when to. Normally, you've in your past, you've probably not done the right thing by inaction, but there have been times where there's also you've acted like maybe rashly. So that's what this is about. This is about learning how and when to take action based on what your true heart says and not your mind, right? And I feel like by the end of the month, a lot of you, there's some work things that are coming up. Some of you may be thinking about switching jobs or are in the process of switching jobs or in careers. Some of you are going to be up for promotions. I just feel like going into the end of the month and then into 2022, I see a lot of great work things for you. Remember, assertiveness and good decision-making, quick decision-making from the heart is what's going to really benefit you, okay? And I'm seeing a lot of you, but keep in mind, keep your eyes open for new opportunities for work. That could even be starting your own side hustle, a home-based business, something on the side, or like a whole new career. Just keep that in mind, because remember, in this lifetime, you are rewarded for taking action. You are being rewarded for having courage, for being assertive. All of those Aries first house things, taking care of yourself, taking care of number one. Actually, and I've said, if this is the first time you've heard one of these readings, those that are regulars know that I say with Aries in the Aries North Node or North Node in the first house, this is a lifetime for you to be selfish in a good way, okay? Because you spent too many lifetimes being second fiddle, okay? It's time for you to be first fiddle, all right? So anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you and that you found some value in it. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing, spending some time. Much love, much appreciation. We'll see you on some more videos. Have a great month. Many blessings.